What's up, hello, and welcome back to the SwanSoda channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. Like I said, trying to mix up the content, and we're going to be delving deep into the minds of our community as well as the gaming community. The thing I love about the gaming community as a whole, and to be honest, about my small YouTube community as well, is that we really love spicy memes. So, on a couple of my socials, I set a challenge for you guys to ruin a video game title by changing or removing one letter. So let's test how funny you guys really are. And if you didn't see the initial challenge, or if you have any funny ideas for ways to change a video game title using only one letter that are really funny, comment it down below, because I may make a part 2 to this video if we get enough submissions. And finally, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this, because this is sure to be a strange one. Also, look, I've got my face in this video. I like using face cam, and I'm actually doing it for once. And yeah, I've got my hair down for once. I've honestly thought fuck it about creative integrity recently, and I've decided to have my hair down pretty much all the time on the channel now. I'm sorry if you get too distracted from the fact that I look like Willy from Attack on Titan. It's annoying, isn't it? So right, I think we're going to start strong with my Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter already, you better do it, because it's probably where I'm most active. And our first submission comes from BobaWatt98 with Super Smosh Brothers. Shut up! Oh god. This one just takes you by surprise, because to be honest, I forgot Smosh was a thing. Like, obviously, I haven't forgotten Smosh. I was a big fan, but Smosh has just permanently been living in the back of my head for so long, and the word Smosh has really brought something out in me. Also, that would be a shit game, wouldn't it? There's only 2 of them. It'd be a fighting game with 2 characters. Now, what if we have like 10 different versions of like Ian and Anthony like we do in Mario Kart? And next up, we have a submission from one of the homies from the Discord. It's Toddler, and his suggestion was Dickmin. Oh god. It's the second submission, I'm already done with this. I mean, like, Dickmin? I don't understand how the gameplay of that could be published by Nintendo. And to be honest, I don't think I can talk about this anymore and remain monetized. So let's just look at this picture of Olimar and align that with the word Dickmin and just let our imaginations have the fun. So moving on to the YouTube community tab, and we have our first response on there, which is actually one of my favourite games of all time, Persona 5. I see where the problem lies. Often I get them confused. Persona 5 is actually one of my favourite games of all time. Persona 5, not too sure about that one. I mean, if you're a furry, power to you, but that's not what I'm all about. Hey, and I'm interested in all the spin-offs this game has. Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 Dancing All Night, Persona 5 Scramble, which is where we make scrambled egg using a fursuit. Moving on the YouTube community tab, we have a submission from Charleaf, and this is not released yet, but Hollow Knight Sulk Song. And I like this one. This is a classic, you know. Well, it's not a classic, it's not even out yet, but it's a classic style of humour. Like, you know, Hollow Knight Silk Song, not out yet. I haven't even played the initial Hollow Knight yet. I may do that on stream, actually. But I like this. It's classic. It fits well. The little bug is just having a little sulk. He is a sad and angry boy. Actually, what is the definition of sulk? Is it sad? Is it sad and angry? I'm googling sulk. Sulk definition. Silent, morose, and bad-tempered. So it is sad and it's like annoyed, sad, and angry. Sonoid angry. Now, I didn't actually put an example in the initial post, but if I was going to put an example, it was actually going to be this one. Because I said Persona 5 is one of my favourite games of all time. This is 2. Well, the 4th version. This person put President Evil instead of Resident Evil. Now, there's actually a good fact about President Evil. It's that it's a real game. America's been playing it for the last 4 years. Yes! Look at me getting political! That was a zinger, and I'm way too proud of that one. Moving on to the SwanSoda Discord. Now this is where all the cool kids hang out. So if you haven't joined this Discord yet, you better do it. The link will be in the description. I hope to see you there immediately. So I asked the Discord this same question, and this time I gave my own example. Super Hash Bros. And obviously, I'm very funny. for this one. I mean, come on, imagine lighting one up with Yoshi. Anyway, so I asked this question, and literally split seconds after, Strike came in with Pogger. I don't know what that was supposed to be of. I'm guessing Frogger. But this was a failed attempt, but I respect the confidence the man had to just type Pogger. Moving on, we have Vengeance, who said Gayonetta, and that's a very good one. There's not really much to say about that one. It rhymes, it's perfect. But then he said he wanted to be PG, so he said Mayonetta. And to be honest, depending on how you edit that one, that would be less of a PG game than the first one. Oh fuck, I've just remembered I've got to Photoshop that to put it in the video. Oh no! Then as the conversation continued in the Discord, we had Persona 5 and President Evil again. And then our boy Toddler earlier from Twitter came in with an absolute banger of a statement saying Persona 5 is just Gen 5 Pokemon, and that is the best analogy I think I've ever heard. Because when you think about it, it is. Not all Pokemon are furries, but at the end of the day, all Pokemon are furries. And look, Persona 5, best game in the Persona series. Gen 5, best generation in the Pokemon series. One has really good gameplay, the other one has N. No complaints from me. Moving on, someone had a crack, which on paper doesn't sound like too much of a good one. Mortal Kombat, but spelled correctly without the C. But looking at it, it's just so cursed. It just looks so wrong. It doesn't make any sense. Compels me though. And then Strike. Yet again, Strike, he shoots and he misses. But to be honest, I appreciate him taking the shot. He turned Mortal Kombat into Mortal Kombat. And that would have worked if he just changed the C back to a K. But he changed the one Skadi did before him. Strike, you lost soul. If you just changed that C to a K, you could have made it. You could have had Mortal Kombat as your submission. You could have had Mortal Kombat. That could have been on your CV. But no, you just had to get it wrong. And then Strike, yet again, continues to baffle me with his choices. He went for Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Literally any Batman game would have worked here. Why did you go for the niche Lego game? You could have went for like Fatman Arkham Knight, that would have been good. Or even just Lego Fatman. Why is the 3 Beyond Gotham there? Honestly, Strike, your motives are beyond my understanding. And then we had someone turning Frogger into Progger. I've lost all hope at this point. And then, of course, Progger had to get turned into Pogger. Do you reckon there's enough liquid in this to drown myself? So since we've run out of places to acquire comedy, I decided to go on r/gaming, aka Reddit. I'm sorry, I did it for the content, And it turns out 3 years ago, someone asked this exact question. Ruin a game title by replacing/adding one letter. And the example they used was Super Mario Fart. Comedy. And we can tell we're on Reddit because the highest upvoted comment is turning NBA 2K18 into WNBA 2K18. Which, if you didn't get the joke, that's turning the basketball game into the women's basketball game. No. And next up we have the first actually funny one on the Reddit, which is someone who turned Doom into Dude. I personally prefer the idea of turning Doom into Coom, but hey, here we are. Oh my god, can I even show this one? Just imagine Contra, but the O was turned to a U. I'm gonna censor that just in case YouTube don't allow it. Next up we have someone who submitted Big Fuck Hunter. What game even is that? Is there a game called like Big Duck Hunter? Big Buck Hunter. It's on the Switch! I need to start playing the real game of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, someone's coming with The Bitcher. And I think that game would be a lot better. Imagine that, Henry Cavill just storming in with his silver hair and just slapping someone. Someone's turned PUBG into PUBG. I think that one can live with Mortal Kombat. Next up, we've got Battlefront 1, which obviously is Battlefront, It's one of my favourite games of all time. It recalls the war between Comic Sans and Times New Roman. Team Comic Sans, rise up! Next up we've got Clash of Clans with a K. I don't want to make any further jokes about that one, to be honest. Blood porn. That sounds so much worse when I say it out loud. I feel like these two go together. Someone's turned Monster Hunter into Monster Punter, and Duck Hunt into Dick Hunt. Dick Hunt! Oh, what are we playing? Oh, like, imagine a kid in the 80s, like, oh, my dad's just bought me an NES, we're gonna go on Dick Hunt later. Sounds a bit more like something his uncle would buy him, isn't it? Oh, here's a good one. Someone put, Duke Nukem Forever, I didn't change a thing, and it's still ruined. There's still hope for comedy! There's still hope for comedy! I'm glad at least one user on Reddit is funny. I actually missed one earlier when I scrolled up, and that was Womb Raider. I think I've seen that video before. Next up we have Redhead Redemption, and let me tell ya, they are beyond redemption. I'm sorry for all the redheads and gingers watching this video, you don't deserve redemption. And we now have someone who is very funny and very original. The question was, change a game title by replacing/adding one letter, and this absolute genius changed a game title into a lame title. Reddit moment. I'm back and wearing different clothes because I'm a few days later, but I didn't get time to record the outro last time I recorded. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on it, and do not forget to comment down below what titles you think I should look at next, because if I get enough submissions, I'll do another video. This one was a lot of fun to make, and I want to do another one, so leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, because I'm going to make more content like this. I'm going to make as much content as I can. Don't forget to regularly check out my community tab, because I do a lot of polls and they might turn into videos. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've enjoyed this little time skip at the end, because my beard looks ginger in this camera, and that's not good.